Isang mapagpalang pagbati po, madlang netizen, at mabuhay po tayong lahat. Pero unahin natin si Papa God, no? Pag-uusapan natin dito at bibigyan ng komentary, reaction mula sa balita ni One Pilipinas News. Paki-subscribe po yung kanyang channel at sana rin po dito sa atin at paki-hit na rin yung notification bell para whenever nagagawa tayo ng mga ganitong reaction news, video, balita, ma-notify po kayo no, kahit busy po kayo. Ngayon lang po, itong pag-uusapan dito importante po ito para sa ating bansa at para sa kaalaman din natin na patungkol ito sa PSA, pagkuha ng birth certificate, marriage contract, singleness. Dito po sa PSA tayo kukuha, no? Higit sa lahat yung ating birth certificate, ito po kasi yung panimula para makakuha tayo ng susunod na mga identification, no? Kahit ng mga NBI, police clearance. So ito ang hinahanap, lalo-lalo na pag sa passport, no? So ito po kasi importante itong halukayin ng Kongreso dahil dumadami ang mga Chinese dito sa atin na sinasabi ano sila, dugong Pinoy sila, dito sila pinanganak, meron silang ipinapakita pero pagka kinausap mo sila talagang puro Chinese sila, no? So ginagawa nila 'yan para makabili sila ng mga lupain dito sa atin pagka sila may birth certificate na dito talaga sila ipinanganak, may dugo silang Pinoy, nanay nila Pinay, ganon. So, ginagawa lang yun na para makabili sila ng mga lupain sa atin, no? Pero wag ka, nahuli na yan sa PSA na nagkakaroon dito ng sindikato, no? So, malaking halaga siguro yung binibenta nila dyan, pero ang katumbas kasi nun, delikado po yung kalagayan ng ating bansa. Lalo na po, meron po tayong threat dito sa bansang China po, no? So, ito po ang sabi po dito, congressional hearing, mga anomalya sa PSA, inaalam ng Kongreso. So, dapat talaga to alamin at tayo po mismo dapat alam natin to, madlang netizen, no? Kasi talagang delikado po ang kalagayan natin dito. At bawal na bawal po itong ginagawa ng PSA na to. Meron man silang sindikato dyan na talagang ibinibenta nila sa mga banyaga na para magkaroon lang ng mga birth certificate, bawal na bawal po yun talaga, no? Ito po at Lina't panoorin po natin.
Who on the Ulysses? So sila may hawak ng system.
Corporation.
Yes, of course. Yung database, sila may hawak, Ulysses.
Palakayan po natin, Madlanesin, para medyo okay.
Who owns Ulysses? Unisys. Who owns Unisys? Who owns Unisys?
It is a corporation.
Who owns the corporation? What are the names of the directors, officers?
Will be given sufficient time to verify with
This
the
is,
central
yeah,
office.
okay, sige, we will give you time. But what I'm asking is the person who negotiated PSA. Siyempre, yung may-ari ng yung Ulysses ba? Unisys.
Yes,
O
sir.
siyempre, nakipag-negotiate yun sa inyo. Anong pangalan niya? Baka mamaya foreigner yan. Nabebenta na yung ating mga records. Anong pangalan po nung pinaka-presidente ng Unisys? Can you kindly submit to us kung nahirapan po kayo? Submit to us all the names of the directors of the Unisys. And how long have we been in contract with them? Ilang taon na po tayong may kontrata sa kanila?
We submit, Your Honor.
Sige po. Can we invite also, Mr. Chairman, yung yung pinaka-head ng PSA, si Dennis Mapa, and also the last 3 former PSA officials, Mr. Chairman, and also all those who are manning the database of the PSA. Yung controlling mismo, yung nagko-control ng pagpasok noong mga nanggagaling sa iba't ibang local civil registrar. We need that, Mr. Chairman.
Nangyari yun, no? Na wala naman siyang birth certificate. No? So, yes,
Chair.
Congressman Fernandez.
Parang may problem tayo dito. Kasi ngayon ko lang nadinig din yung issue that I learned from the statement of the good chairman that in the last hearing na po yan, Mr. Chair, that NCR did not issue any birth certificate. No? And according naman sa PSA, nagbase lamang po sila sa issuance ng NCR. Paano po mangyayari yon that NCR never issue any birth certificate while PSA nagbase lang po kayo sa in-issue naman ng NCR. So there must be somebody who is lying between the two of you. Have we invited the NCR, Mr. Chairman? Yung sa ating local civil registrar?
Yung,
Andyan?
yes.
Yes, ayan.
Rowena Raro.
So, wala kayong issuance, NCR?
Wala po kami record, Your Honor.
Wala kayong record. Pero sinasabi ng PSA, nagbase sila sa in-issue ninyo. Wala naman silang in-issue, attorney, PSA. How is that so?
Your Honor, we have already submitted the endorsement from the LCR.
No, that's not the question.
Your Honor, the first endorsement which we received from the LCR at that time actually is the one who...
How can you verify the authenticity of the documents that were submitted to you from the LCR? Kasi lahat yan merong mga tinatawag na security measure that is coming from the different LCR. So, do you have a mechanism of trying to find out the veracity of the transmitted documents coming from the different LCR? Baka ito nangyayari sa buong Pilipinas. Kaya tayo, ang dami ng mga late registration na nagaganap. Mr. Chairman, kasi I really don't know how many cases are there right now. So, attorney, what is the mechanism for you to find out the legitimacy of the documents coming from the LCR?
Thank you. Your Honor, we have sample specimens of the concerned LCR, Your Honor.
What again?
Signature of the LCR, Your Honor, in our database.
Signature of the head of the LCR.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, halimbawa galing ako Santa Rosa, LCR ko, nag-sign ako, pinadala ko sa inyo. That is already legitimized. Without verifying, especially when these people are foreigners. Or napapalusutan kayo sa PSA.
Your Honor,
Di ba? Kasi napakasimple Ito sinasabi ng NCR, wala silang in-issue, tapos sabi nyo galing sa NCR. Kaya, most likely, have they taken their oath, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Mukhang meron ditong kumikita ng malaki sa PSA. And I believe that this is not happening on one certain area. And I believe this is a protracted conspiracy. Well, it's not conspiracy, but somehow, malakihan itong nangyayaring to dahil ang involved dito mga Chinese. Di ba? And we have to warn you, attorney, you are under oath, and at the same time, the stake of the national security ang pinag-uusapan dito. And you are conniving with the enemy. Dahil nililegitimize natin yung pagiging foreigners nila. Di ba? And yung reason po ninyo na pirma lang, approve na sa inyo, that is a big excuse, Anybody can sign on behalf of the civil registrar. Di ba? Your mechanism of trying to find out the validity of that documents is not acceptable. Imagine, pirma lang. Kung ako pumirma nun, ginaya ko yung pirma, tatanggapin nyo na, attorney? Answer. Please answer. Coming from any other LCR, pag nakita mo may pirma na yung head, that's it?
Mr. Chair, can I just interject?
Yes.
with the indulgence of Congressman Fernandez, yes.
Attorney, kailan po kayo pumasok sa PSA?
22, Your Honor.
So 2022.
Yes, sir.
And yung certification na binigay naman ng PSA is, tama ba yung date? August 31, 2001?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Endorsement.
So, is anyone from PSA here today na nagtatrabaho na po noong 2001?
Yes. Good morning,
No,
sir.
2001 kasi boss yung August 31 yung binigay, yung certification. Am I right? Yes. So anyone from you?
Yes. We like to already submitted a copy of the endorsement letter coming from the local civil registrar of May Kawayan, Bulacan during the time.
Yes,
So we checked po.
but the problem here now is LCR ngayon po is denying na may record nun na may registry number na 127. Instead, ang record nila is 127-B77 and different name po yung nakalagay.
Yeah, we also checked po in our microfilm that the name of Stephanie Ong is the registry number 1274 Stephanie. But
Kasi naalam lang po natin, tama po si Congressman Dan Fernandez, medyo delikado rin po to. Especially kung specimen signature lang ng LCR ang binabasihan nyo. Tapos magiging Filipino citizen din po kaagad because of the late registration. And now, basing sa sinasabi po ng present LCR ngayon, they don't have any record na pinasa sa inyo noong 2001. That's why I'm asking you, attorney, to be fair lang po sa inyo because this happened 2001 and just assumed office 2022. Kaya po nakita ko po yung itsura nyong nagugulat po kayo, no? So, ang inaalam lang po natin is ano ba yung mga security measures kasi ayaw na po rin natin maulit din po ito.
this time po we are strengthening po yung process of delayed registration. Meron po kaming drafted na memorandum regarding this. Based din po sa mga suggestion na we need to require the late registrant to appear.
Yes, but eto na po yung case natin ngayon. Sinasabi po ng LCR walang record sila regarding the Willie Ong. So, ano na po ang remedy natin sa PSA ngayon regarding the status of the citizenship of Willie Ong na nag-late registration na wala naman po talaga na record nag-emanate doon po sa ating LCR?
Your Honor, with regard to your question, we have already drafted an endorsement letter to OSG for the filing of cancellation of the birth certificate of William.
But aside from that, Mr. Chair, if I may, no? Well, I'm really sorry, no? Bago ko lang pala doon. I really don't know. And that was issued on 2001 pa. May we possibly know kapag nanggaling sa NCR yung
Yung Willie Ong na sinasabi doon, FYI lang po, no? Hindi po yun si Doc Willie Ong, isang negosyanteng Chinese din po yun at napakaraming lupain at mga ari-arian ditong nabili sa Pilipinas. Talagang billions po talaga yung mga halaga ng lupain. So, kaya po yan iniimbestigahan kasi baka lahat na lang po kasi ang mangyari nga na may-ari ng bawat kalupaan natin, pagmamay-ari na nitong mga foreigner na to, no? Pero mas marami kasi mga Chinese, no? At lalo na tayo, baka maging probinsya na tayo ng China yan at sila na may-ari ng Pilipinas, no? Tapos ngayon gusto pa nilang kamkamin lahat ng isla natin at pati langis, lahat na, di ba? So, importante itong usapin na to, maglang inetizen. Kaya dapat po talaga ito papanood natin para nalalaman natin kung saan talaga nagmumula yung anomalya na to, no? So, itong PSA na to, talaga dapat makita, mahuli, talagang kung sino yung gumagawa ng sindikato rito at pagkakapirahan, talagang dapat ito parusahan, no? Kulong dapat talaga yan, ng matagal na kulong, hindi ito biro. So, umpisahan po ulit natin ng netizen. Patuloy po natin.
dokumento part of your agency received that document?
Actually, may division ko concern on the receipt and
No,
control.
tanong ko lang, anong part ng inyong ahensya ng PSA ang tumatanggap ng dokumento na galing doon sa yung sa LCR, sa local civil registrar? Siyempre, nagpapadala yan ng dokumento, di ba? Sino tumatanggap doon?
PSA.
Hindi nga, anong part ng PSA? PSA
Anong
is so big.
division?
There are different, ha?
Civil Registration Division.
Civil
Registration.
sila tumatanggap ng mga birth certificate na dinadala noong mga applicant.
No.
Sila.
No po. Registration at the local civil registry level.
Oo nga, di ba? Okay, sa local, di ba? So, sinasabi nyo, dinadala pa sa inyo, meron din tayong kopya, di ba? Sino doon sa PSA ang tumatanggap ng kopya ng galing sa civil registrar?
Sa provincial statistics office muna po yun.
So, provincial statistic sa
Office
probinsya
po.
muna.
Opo,
And then,
provincial
dadalhin sa
po.
national.
Yes. They provide po the copy for the PSA.
So, in other words, it's more of a ministerial job on the part of the PSA yung galing sa local civil registrar? Is that what you're trying to imply with us, to us?
Yes, the PSA is the national repository of the documents.
Depository lang kayo. So in other words, lahat na nakukuha ng dokumento, paano to? Wala nang in-issue ang NCR eh. And then suddenly, meron sa PSA eh. Paano nangyari yon? So depository lang kayo. So much more na, Mr. Chairman, the
Yes,
more
sir.
that we have to investigate this matter, because what we can see in here is somehow, doon sa PSA mismo, merong isang division dyan na nag-aayos ng mga dokumentong to na peke. Madam, I'm not pointing at you. Kaya huwag kang
Milig.
huwag kang mag-react. Because if you reacted this way, baka kasama ka. How long have you been in the PSA?
40 years.
Ilan?
40 years.
40 years.
And since NSA.
40 years.
NSO time pa.
Ang tagal mo na doon. You should know everything. 40 years ka na andon. And it happened. Within that 40 years, itong problema na kinakaharap ng ating bansa, na maraming foreigners na nalilegitimize, especially yung mga Chinese, na ginagawang Pilipino. Are you a part of it? Are you a part of it? Ma'am, I'm asking you. Are you a part of it? Hindi kasi nga ma'am, sinasabi ko po depository lang kayo Sabi nyo, kung depository lamang kayo, yung mga dokumento na nanggagaling sa mga LCR, tinatanggap nyo lang. Para kayong nga isang system, para kayong interface, na pagkatapos na magawa na ng LCR yung kanilang mga dokumento, meron lamang kayong kopya. Depository nga lang Pero unfortunately, in here, nakikita natin, wala silang in-issue, kayo meron. How is that so? There must be a problem in you. Kaya Mr. Chairman, lumalawak yung problema natin dito sa mga foreigners na legitimize. What part of your provision, of your policy that involves the, what do you call this? The provision of yung late registration. Anong parte ng inyong provision na pinapayagan nyo ang late registration? Like for the example of Mayor Alice Guan, 17 years, saka lang siya na-register? How is that so? Why did you allow it? Can you kindly explain on this committee? Anong provision ng PSA na kalabas na pwede tayo magkaroon ng late registration as long as this kind of situation that Mayor Alice Guan go have encountered 17 years tapos di-register natin? Correct, ma'am? Siguro 40 years ka doon, nasa PSA ka na. Have you encountered this issue of Alice Go? Late registration? Ano po yung policy po natin sa late?
Meron po kami procedure on the late registration. Actually, we consider po na timely ang registration kapag na-register siya within 30 days.
Within?
Upon birth po. dapat na i-register siya in 30 days po. So we consider that time. If na,
So no matter how long you've been in the country, kahit na 30 years ka na, pwede ka pa rin mag-registration. Is that the policy?
meron pong late registration procedure na dapat i-comply po nila yung
Can you kindly
requirement.
give us the provision of your policy on delayed registration? So wala siyang capture na time element. Na for example, kailangan hanggang 5 years ka lang.
Sa ngayon po, wala pong, basta after ng reglementary period, if talaga magre-register po, yun po yung considered na delayed registration.
So who is the head of that registrar na nag-upload noong mga documents coming from the LCR? Sinong head the PSA?
Sa ngayon po, meron kaming civil registration service. Na
Sino nga po ang head?
Si Assistant National Statistician Marisa Grande.
Ilang taon na po siya doon? Sir, Mr. Chairman, can we invite that person from the PSA as well? Because we need to find out the culpability of our government agencies that deal with the approval of the PSA, no? Kasi nakikita natin dito baka malaki itong sitwasyon na to, Mr. Chairman. And that's the reason why we wanted to invite those people who are responsible for receiving the copies coming from the LCR. Tingnan po natin yung kung sino ang mga ito. At especially sa province ng sa May Kawayan, Bulacan. Sila yung depository. Sino yung head ng depository nyo? We need to invite them, Mr. Chairman, to shed light on this matter. Kasi kitang-kita po natin na may problema doon sa transmission Kung depository lamang sila, dapat talagang magre-reflect lang kung ano nang gagaling sa mga civil registrar. Pero kung meron ngayon nakakasingit, ang problema nasa PSA, depository, nasa inyong problema.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez. Just in relation to, before I recognize Congressman Akop, in relation to the question raised by Congressman Fernandez, and before that, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Congressman Gaston Buting. Welcome to the Committee on Dangerous Drugs.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning po sa inyo.
So, from LCR, papunta sa PSA, wala bang kasamang mga supporting documents yun?
Yung submission po ng mga requirements po ay nasa local civil registry offices po.
And when the LCR submits to endorses to PSA, anong kasama dun sa endorsement?
Yung transmittal lang.
Transmittal lang? Walang ibang documents that would support the transmittal?
Yung file po is nasa local civil registry office.
Okay, thank you. Congressman Akop, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I know from Madam Roque, you also attended the last hearing, right?
Hindi po ako nakarating nung May 8, Your Honor.
The previous hearing?
Hindi pa po.
First time mo?
Apo.
So, you are certifying that there is no record of Mr. Willie Ong's birth insofar as your office is concerned?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, PSA, are you aware of a document dated 27 August 2001 from the Office of the Civil Registrar General regarding the request of Mr. Willie Ong for travel abroad, requesting for certain from your office files for his birth record? Are you aware of that?
Your Honor, we have po a copy of the
Hindi,
certificate.
tinatanong ko lang, ma'am, kung you're aware of it.
Yes.
And would you say that this is authentic muna?
Yes.
Yes. And what does it say?
Certifying that the birth record of Willie Ong, alleged to have been born on 29 May 1977 in May Kawayan, Bulacan, had negative results.
At negative results. Pakibasa ulit. Pakituloy nyo para marinig ng ating ibang mga kasamahan.
This is further certifies that civil registry records of birth births for the year 1977 are intact in the files of the Office of the Local Civil Registrar, the above named locality as per status report of civil registry records submitted to this office on 14 May 1999.
So,
Further,
go ahead now.
further verification may therefore be requested in the files of that office.
Now, you are certified that pursuant to your records, kasi National Statistics Office document to, di ba?
Yes.
The precursor of your office now, the PSA. Tama po? Yes. And therefore, pursuant to your records, wala pong ka-record si Mr. Willie Ong.
Yes.
Yes. That is dated 27 August 2001. Tama? Now, let's go to another document from the Office of the Municipal Civil Registrar dated August 31, 2001, 4 days after. Are you aware of this, the local civil registrar? It was signed by a certain Mr. Epifanio Areno.
We have a copy.
You have a copy of that. And what does this document say? 4 days after the PSA certified na wala silang records regarding the birth of Mr. Willie Ong.
Sir, the Office of the Municipal Civil Registrar, Mr. Epifanio Areno, has endorsed the copy of the document on 31st August 2001. So
Yes,
this is a
tingnan mo, Iha. Yung date ng PSA is August
27.
Alam mo kung magkano?
August 27, right? Tama? Yun yung kwan ng PSA. Pero yung document ng na walang record si Mr. Willie Ong. Tama? Pero sa local civil registrar, dated August 31, 2001, ang date of birth ni Mr. Willie Ong ay May 29, 1977. Tama?
Ingat ka sa pagtawid mo.
Oh, paano nangyari yun? Sinasabi ng PSA, wala nga silang records of birth. Dated August 27, 2001. Pero 4 days thereafter, nag-issue ng document ang local civil register, August 31, 2001, nagkaroon na kaagad siya ng birth date.
Sir, may process po tayo ng endorsement if with negative result from PSA, if positive po or may kopya at the local civil registrar, may process po tayo ng endorsement na tinatawag. So this one po is endorsed by the local civil
Hindi,
registrar.
ang sabi kanina ng local civil registrar, wala nga silang record of birth ni Mr. Willie Ong. First, next question, paano nagkaroon ngayon ng dokumento ang Municipal Civil Registrar, August 31, 2001, meron ng birth date si Mr. Willie Ong? Hindi nyo ba naintindihan yung impossibility ng mga ginagawa ninyo? Ha? Nahuhuli kayo doon sa ginagawa ninyo eh. Oh. Kasasabi lang ng local civil registrar to the queries of the Honorable Dan Fernandez kanina na wala ngang record ng birth ni Mr. Willie Ong doon sa LCR. Sinertified ninyo August 27 na wala ngang record. Pero magic, nagkaroon. Turuan nyo nga po kami na paano mag-magic ng ganyan.
Your Honor, the reason why we have the record because it was validly endorsed to us by the then local civil registrar.
Madali namang gawin yun, madlang netizen eh, no? I-delete lang nila yan, i-click lang naman nila, delete, no? Tapos i-edit nila. Ganun lang yan. Ganun lang yan. Ganun lang kasimple yan, no? Tapos mabibigyan na nila ng copy. Ganun lang yun, no?
We have here the original document, the endorsement letter dated August 31. This is an original document, Your Honor, bearing the specific signature of the LCR. When we received this, we verify it with
Who
our
is the LCR then?
Mr. Epifanio Areno. Your
Kaya
Honor.
nga, yun nga sinasabi ko, nag-issue kayo ng certification August 27. Walang record si Mr. Willie Ong.
Your Honor, that's
Tama.
yes, Your Honor,
Yes,
because
teka. Patapusin mo ako. Do you agree?
Tama yun. Dapat sa database, i-check yung mga data analyst. Sila yung ano dyan nakakaalam dyan. Lahat yan na may record yan. No? Kung kailan idinilit, bakit nawala, tapos bakit meron, bakit nagkaroon na. Diba? Ano lang yan i-delete lang yan, i-edit lang yan Ganun lang ang ginagawa ng mga nag-aano dyan sa computer na yan. No? So yung data analyst, at kung sino man yung mga nandun, dapat maimbitahan din dyan sa Senado patungkol nga dyan sa PSA na yan. No? Kasi sila yung mga nandun sa computer.
With that? Huh?
yes, Your Honor, we
Yes.
confirm the document.
Yun lang ang gusto ko marinig. Huwag mo nang dagdagan. Dahil baka lalo kang lulubog. Tapos sabi ng local civil registrar, wala silang ka-record-record. Madam Local Civil Registrar, bakit meron pirma yung inyong dating civil registrar, si Mr. Epifanio Areno, na merong birth date si Mr. Willie Ong?
Grabe, no? Binibenta talaga yung bansa natin. Makakuha lang sila ng pansariling bulsa nila, no? Sabagay, ang mga yan, sindikato yan. Hindi lang isang tao gumagawa niyan, Malamang ang gumagawa pa nga niyan yung nasa posisyon, Yung medyo may katungkulan, hindi yung mga ano lang. Tapos uutos lang nila sa data analyst nila. Ito, ang mga to, ganyan lang. Malaking pera na yun, di ba?
Your Honor, hindi ko po siya masagot kung paano po nangyari yun that time. Pero anong time na po yun,
Ito, lahat yan, alam nila yan. Kaya nga yung mga sagot nila parang kabado. Kasi kung ikaw wala ka namang ginagawang kalokohan, diretso lang ang sagot mo at gusto mo pang mapatunayan kung ano ba talaga nangyari. No? Hindi, sige po, alamin natin. Ganyan. Ito, yung mga sagot nila, iba Mga parang alanganin. Kaya mismo itong mga to, alam nila yan na matagal nang napabalita yan. Nakakakuha nga dati ng singleness kahit kasal ka para lang makapagpakasal ka sa ibang bansa. No? So sinasabi pa nga ng iba, 25,000 nga daw ang pagkuha niyan. So dati pa yun Etong pa kayang mga malalaking negosyante na yan, mga Chinese na yan, baka 100,000 na yan, pagkuha lang nila ng birth certificate na yan. Diba? Para makabili ng lupain dito sa atin. Diba? Pagtataksil lang ginawa nila, akala nila napaka mababaw na kaso lang yan. Dapat dito, kulong talaga. Dapat yan, madlang netizen. Kasi huling-huli yan. Dapat wag kong tapusin hanggat walang nakukulong dyan. Dahil talagang may anomalya dyan sa PSA na yan.
wala nga po. Wala po kami nito. Wala po kami.
Ito yung dokumento binabasa ko. Tapos sasabihin
Di ba? Parehas lang naman sila ng dokumento Yung dokumentong hawak ni Congressman Acop at saka itong nasa PSA na nagsasalita, ay ang mga papel nila parehas lang yan.
yung wala. Sabihin naman ng PSA,
May mga record sila dyan Tapos biglang wala, di ba?
meron noong 2001. Alam niyo, kung titingnan po natin ito, ordinaryo lang ang tingin nyo na problema nito Pero may implications po ito. ginagawa niyong kalokohan. You know, any alien can get a Filipino passport. And I think it is already happening. If we have a DFA representative here, yes, I think nangyayari na po ito, di po ba? Yes. Noon, very reliable yung data ng DFA regarding birth date of individual, lalong-lalo na kung may passport. Ngayon, hindi na ako naniniwala pag ganito ang nangyayari. You could just imagine, yung value ng passports natin ay bababa in so far as the eyes of other countries are concerned.
Yun lang talaga. Nakakahiya talaga tayo, no? Nasasapalan ng pera yung mga ahensya natin sa lahat na lang ng ahensya natin, no? Sa buong Pilipinas. Basta talagang pera na pinag-uusapan, gagawa at gagawa talaga ng anomalye, no? Pansariling kapakanan lang. Eto, matindi to. Kasi parang pagte-trader na sa bansa to eh. Kasi dyan nagmumula lahat, PSA, birth certificate eh. Diba? Kaya makakabili ang mga foreigner ng kalupaan sa atin. Mismong isipin mo, ibang lahi, di ba? Ang may-ari, mga foreigner, especially yung mga Chinese na yan, kasi sila yung madalas talaga gumawa ng mga kalokohan at sanay na sanay sila dyan. Diba, ito nga pong napabalita na si Mayor Guo ng Banban Tarlac, di ba? Property niya yung doon nga sa pinagtayuan ng Pogo. Di ba? Kaya siya nakabili ng ilang hektar yun? 16 hektar on 7 hektar. Grabe, ang laki nun. Di ba? Pagmamayari ng Chinese at pinalalabas na syempre Pilipino siya, may birth certificate siya dyan eh. Kaya nga nauungkat to. No? Pero kung talagang babasihan natin, puro Chinese po talaga yun. Kasi nung pinagsalita siya ng Puken na salita ng Chinese, talagang ang galing, no? At kung ikaw, purong Pilipino ka, kahit yung mukha mo, ganon, mukhang Chinese, iba wala kang accent. Dapat purong Tagalog ang salita mo. Ganon ang mga taong lumaki mula nung pagkabata pag sa Pilipinas ka. Tagalog na Tagalog. Ito hindi, yung Mayor Guo. Kaya po nauungkat yan, usapin ng na PSA dito sa Congress dahil nga po doon kay Mayor Alice Guo na nakakuha ng birth certificate na napakadali lang pala pagdating sa ahensya na yan. Sindikato, pera-pera lang, makakakuha ka na, no? Kaya mali po yan. Dapat talaga yan, parusahan ang may mga sala dyan. Kung marami sila, lahat sila parusahan at tanggalin dyan, ikulong.
You can ask DFA about that. Ganun ang nangyayari. Yun ang impact. Napakamura ang ating passport. And you, the agencies concerned, doon nag-originate kung paano in-issuean ng passport ng DFA yung isang alien. That is why, sinasabi nila rito na merong national security aspect itong problema ito. So, paano nyo i-explain yung mga ito? Huh? Paano? And the PSA, in the last meeting, you committed to form a technical working group to look into this problem. Tama? I have it on record. PSA was directed to create a technical working group to study this issue. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And your report must be submitted, according to this, to be submitted to the committee before the SONA of the President in July 22.
We submit, Your Honor. We will draft.
You better do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Chair.
Congressman Akop. Before I acknowledge Congressman Fernandez, let me acknowledge first the presence of our Senior Deputy Speaker, Congressman Dong Gonzales of the Third District of Pampanga. Welcome to the committee hearing of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs.
Mr. Chair,
Congressman.
a while ago I was asking the yung that we invite the yung pinaka depository department of the PSA, including all those who are manning the what do you call that, the sa computer, yung mga na database, kasi may head kayo dyan eh, di ba ma'am? Ma'am Telma Kahanding, you've been there for 40 years. Nasa national kayo. National kayo, right? So, kung sa national kayo, alam nyo kung sino yung head ng nagmaman ng database. Sino? Anong pangalan ng nagmaman ng database?
Actually, we have po partnership with
With the private entity?
yung computerization po ng PSA is a PPP project.
Ano po? PPP project? Yung ating mga documents ng ating mga tao with regards sa birth certificate, death certificate, private partnership. Anong company kayo? Ulysses? Yung Ulysses na yon is being owned by whom?
A private.
No. Who owned the Ulysses? So sila may hawak ng system.
Corporation.
Yes, of
No,
course.
we have-
Yung ang database, sila may hawak. Ulysses. Who owns Ulysses? Unisys. Who owns Unisys? Who owns Unisys?
It is a corporation.
Who owns the corporation? What are the names of the directors, officers?
We will be given sufficient time to verify with
This
the
is,
central
yeah,
office.
okay, sige, we will give you time. But what I'm asking is the person who negotiated PSA. Siyempre, yung may-ari ng yung Ulysses ba? Unisys.
Yes,
O
sir.
siyempre, nakipag-negotiate yun sa inyo. Anong pangalan niya? Baka mamaya foreigner yan. Nabebenta na yung ating mga records. Anong pangalan po nung pinaka-presidente ng Unisys? Can you kindly submit to us, kung nahirapan po kayo, submit to us all the names of the directors of the Unisys. And how long have we been in contract with them? Ilang taon na po tayong may kontrata sa kanila?
We submit, Your Honor.
Sige po. Can we invite also, Mr. Chairman, yung yung pinaka-head ng PSA, si Dennis Mapa, and also the last 3 former PSA officials, Mr. Chairman, and also all those who are manning the database of the PSA. Yung controlling mismo, yung nagko-control ng pagpasok noong mga nanggagaling sa iba't ibang local civil registrar. We need that, Mr. Chairman.
Comsec, please take note of the request of Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chair.
As to the personalities we will invite in the next scheduled hearing. Before we acknowledge Congressman Gomez, I'd like to share in relation to the questions propounded by the members to PSA. Pakita ko lang ito na-discuss. Very crucial kasi itong information na to because Empire 999 owned by Mr. Willie Ong, majority owned by Mr. Willie Ong, is now 99% not a Pinoy, not a Filipino. And considering that is not a Filipino, this is of course violative of the Constitution kasi yung 60-40 equity na violate na dito, no? More than 40% siya eh. And to add insult to injury, ginamit niya yung pagiging fake niya na Pilipino para makabili ng maraming lupa dito sa ating bansa. And particularly in Pampanga. So ito, napaka-importante, yung korporasyon niya, when we trace back, yung some of the incorporators are related also to the other corporations registered in our country. Can we show it on screen? Yung mga, unahin muna natin ito, no? Ito, Mr. Willie Ong. Fictitious PSA certification of the existing birth record, no actual record at the LCR. Dahil yun ang sabi ng LCR, at wala namang siyang kopya na, meron ba siyang Form 102, yung birth certificate, PSA? Wala. So, meaning, kagaya nung sinabi nyo kanina, you will immediately cancel. What is there to cancel if he has no birth certificate? No, di ba? So, ano yan? Yung Henry Bigay, okay, one of the incorporators ng Yatay tsaka Omni. Sinabi dito, only the name of the mother was entered on the birth certificate. There seems to be a pattern, no? Yung mga Chinese nationals wanting to get Filipino citizenship, ang modus, pinanganak sa isang malayong lugar sa ating mga probinsya, late registration, ang nagpaanak, kumadrona, o midwife, lahat po yan. Yan, no, yun yung pattern eh. At pang-apat, doon sa kanilang records that they submit, mothers lang ho yung nakarehistro. Or father, mother or father, hindi mother and father. No? So, parang these are all red flags, di ba? Kung tutusin. No? Ngayon, meron dito yung Bernice Yang Tan. I'm sure si Attorney Suwa, who represents Miss Bernice Yang Tan and Denise Kayang, no? As one of the incorporators ng Yatay Industrial, nakalagay dito, meron silang timely registration of birth. No? Pero, both their parents are Chinese. How come they were able to secure a Filipino citizenship? Kung parehas nilang magulang ay I don't know if Attorney Suwa is aware of that. Attorney.
Your Honor, to my knowledge, Miss Bernice Yang Tan is married to a Filipino, and she acquired Filipino citizenship recently by virtue of the Moya Limyao rule. Your Honor.
Okay, I'm not very familiar with that ruling, but when was this?
Your Honor, I think the marriage was in 2021, Your Honor, and the process of acquiring Filipino citizenship by virtue of marriage to a Filipino under the Moya Limyao rule was processed, I think, 2 years ago, Your Honor.
Can we get records of that too? And please ask...
Mr. Chair, can we be educated on that issue? What was
Can you
that?
enlighten us
Kasi
more on
parang
that
medyo,
ruling?
anong ruling yun? That's
is
not the ruling
the-
of the... Wait. That's not the ruling of our Philippine government. That's the ruling of what?
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
So, okay, sige. So, again, pati si Denise Kayang, by virtue of his being married to a Filipino.
For Denise Kayang, Your Honor, she is a Filipino by virtue of administrative naturalization, duly filed with the Office of the Solicitor General under the, I forgot the exact Republic Act number, Your Honor.
What year was this?
I don't have the exact date, Your Honor, but I think a few years ago.
Attorney Su-
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman na ako.
The Supreme Court decision was dated 2 years ago. Did I hear you correct?
No, Your Honor, I think we have officials of the Bureau of Immigration who can elucidate on the Moya Limyao rule, Your Honor. That is for marriage of a Chinese citizen married to a Filipino. They are allowed to acquire Filipino citizenship, Your Honor.
The ruling was in the year 1971.
Sorry, Your Honor. I did not
Okay.
recall
Now,
the exact date of the Moya Limyao ruling.
When did Bernice Yang get married?
I think 2021 or 2022. I'm not sure of the exact date.
2021,
21 or 22, Your Honor. And then
2022.
thereafter, she applied for acquisition of Philippine citizenship with the Bureau of Immigration accordingly, Your Honor.
Pursuant to that decision of the Supreme Court.
Yes, they called that the Moya Limyao ruling, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I would like to request the Bureau of Immigration a report on this para makita natin kung the process was really done in accordance with our protocol.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you, Congressman Akop. Congressman Tambunting, you recognize.
Mr. Chair, may we also request from the lawyer to submit to the committee the OSG application, because he mentioned that there was a administrative order declaring her a naturalized citizen. So, and also, may we also have request a copy of the Supreme Court ruling itself, so that we can this can be validated by the committee, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Attorney Shua, please take note of the request of Congressman Tambunting.
Yes, Your Honor.
Maraming salamat. Alam nyo kasi napaka-importante nitong isyong itong sa birth certificate at saka yung pagiging Pilipino, because these people possess Filipino passports. Gaya ng sinabi ni Congressman Ako, nagiging mura na yung Filipino passport in exchange for what? Diba? For something probably monetary, di ba? Kasi wala namang gagawa ng ganitong kalokohan na alam nilang labag sa batas kung walang kapalit po ito. So we just like to emphasize that. And with this information we have at hand, medyo nakakaduda at medyo red flags po ito. Kasi droga ho ang pinasok nung taong involved. At bukod sa drogang na-discover natin, meron din po tayong na-discover na ibang anomalya na ginawa rin ng mga the same personalities na ito. Kagaya ho ng paglabag sa batas, pagkakaroon ng majority share sa isang kumpanya, more than 40%.
Yes.
At syempre, yung pagbibili ng lupa.
Yes,
No,
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman.
With regards to your discussion, Mr. Chair, I wanted to interject that if it is true that Mr. Willie Ong is not a Filipino citizen, then he violated the Constitution. Number one, by being a majority shareholder of a corporation which is not allowed under Philippine law. Second, if it's not a Filipino, then the question is, how come he was able to purchase ilan to? 291 titles, 91 properties. And
Grabe, no? 291 properties. Tapos bawat properties nun, ang lalaki nun. Hektarya-hektarya yan. At magkanong... At bawal yun. Kasi una pa lang, na ito nga, na huli, nakita na, paano kayang violation ang gagawin nila sa taong yun, yung Willie Ong na yun, no? FYI po, hindi po si Doc Willie yun, ha? Yung ibang Chinese yun. Nakapangalan, nagka-apelido niya, no? Yun po ay negosyante na talagang nagbayad yan na para magkaroon siya ng birth certificate. Ayun nga, ang talagang purpose niyan para makabili siya ng lupain niya dito sa Pilipinas at maipangalan sa kanya. At kanya talaga yun. Dapat ito, siguro para nga sa akin, kumpiskahin to eh. Maling-mali yung ginawa nun, no? Kaya talagang ikulong na lang din. Kasi talagang nag-violate talaga siya. At pati yung mga sa PSA na yan, dapat talaga wag tantanan hanggat hindi nalalaman, nahahalukay kung sino talaga diyan ang mga sindikato, no? Kung kinakailangan yung mga matataas diyan talagang alisin at ikulong, ganun dapat talaga gawin. At sa lahat ng ahensya, hindi lang dito, no? Sa lahat-lahat talaga. Kasi nagsisimula talaga yan sa mga ahensya, talaga yung mga korupsyon na yan eh. Dapat talaga, para sa akin, ilabas talaga ito, ibalik ang death penalty.
Was that
Especially dun sa mga korupsyon. Mapapresidente ka man hanggang tanod. Kulong pagka talagang nalaman at napatunayan nangurakot ka.
attorney from a PSA, was he the one who said they already have recommendations for the cancellation of titles? PSA? Attorney...
Sige. So kung gano'n, now that we have already identified,
So there's a recommendation for cancellation of citizenship And is there also a recommendation for cancellation of titles and sequestration of land
Okay.
in favor of the government?
Sige. What is the speedy remedy? Pagka ganyan. PSA. Sorry. LRA.
Yes, sir. What the LRA does in this case would be to file an endorsement with the Office of the Solicitor General for the forfeiture of the properties.
So,
Chairman.
pwede ba na, kasi ang normal tendency, no? Kapag may ganyan, magbibibenta ng mga lupa kaagad yung mga yan eh. So, pwede bang i-annotate doon sa titulo na merong congressional inquiry in aid of legislation para yung posibleng buyer, titingnan muna kung ano yung mga annotation doon sa title. Pwede ba yan?
Your Honor, yung allowable under the circumstances is an annotation for list pendants. Ibig sabihin po, kailangan may
Yes.
kaso support.
Okay.
However, we commit right now na we will monitor the property.
So, there must be a case first before yung list pendants would apply?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So in this case, that meron pa tayong ongoing investigation sa congressional inquiry. Can we not annotate or put an annotation that subject to the et cetera, ng congressional?
Yung based on an endorsement from us, Your Honor, pwede nang mag-file ng case ang Office of the Solgen tapos tatakan na namin yung list pendant.
Okay, so mas maganda. Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Anyway, in line with that purchase of properties of foreign national, actually sa committee ko, it was raised already, Mr. Chairman, and in fact, supposedly before this hearing commenced with regards, before the period of interpellation commenced, I will deliver manifestation that all those documents relating to investigation in my committee on public accounts will be submitted to this committee because interlocking po. No? That's number one. Number two, Mr. Chairman, I will also submit the opinion of the OSG with regards to this matter. Now, but I have now the official reply by OSG signed by OSG Guevara. I will submit it to the committee, Mr. Chairman. But let me ask na lang muna, OSG is present. OSG, please. Please.
By the way, Congressman Paduano and the honorable members of the committee, we have in the other room, in the holding room, the presence of the 4 Chinese nationals apprehended by DID and Philippine National Police as part of or as members of a syndicate in faking citizenship and passports. Nandyan po sila sa likod. We can call them anytime to pursue our questioning.
Let's invite them over, Mr. Chair.
In relation to...
Let's invite lang para while you're asking,
Sige,
prepare na
siguro
sila.
Before that, let me invite you to have your lunch while we're having our committee hearing. Lunch was sponsored by our Senior Deputy Speaker, Don Gonzales. So you can have lunch while we're conducting this hearing. Okay, Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, OSG, are you present during my hearing with regards to the issue of land acquisition of foreign nationals and the legal opinion of the OSG was asked by the committee?
Not me personally, Your Honor.
In the last hearing in this committee, the issue also arose. Then the OSG was asked, are you present during the last hearing? Yun, Mr. Chairman, yun ang problema. Kasi, supposedly, those resource speakers that is present, previously present, should be present in today's hearing. Kasi paiba-ibang opinion. As I have observed, Mr. Chairman, sa OSG, paiba-ibang opinion. Kasi, ang pagkatanda ko po, and now I will ask the OSG, last hearing, when the OSG representative was asked about the possible legal remedies of government in this case, ang sagot po, pwedeng forfeiture of such property. We're talking here about a foreign national owning a property or land in this country? Ano pong opinion mo? Kasi last hearing, the opinion is forfeiture.
Can you please state your name, attorney?
Hector Calilong, Your Honor.
Have you taken your oath?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, may we ask you to please take your oath? Comsec, please administer the oath of attorney
Hector Calilong.
Calilong.
Please raise your hand, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Chairman? Mr. Chairman,
Congressman
will the lawyer answer my query? Attorney? For example, in the case of Willie Ong, he's now a fugitive. And ADT Yang, this is also an associate of Willie Ong, but owning a property, and that includes the property of their corporation. Personal property muna. What will be the legal remedy of the government? Of course, PSA will recommend. But what is the opinion of OSG?
Your Honor, escheat or reversion proceedings can be filed, Your Honor.
Sorry?
Escheat or reversion proceedings can be filed.
Reversion.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so, Mr. Chairman, just for the record, the answer, ito yung gusto ko marinig. The answer of OSG is pwede po yung reversion process. After the PSA recommends to OSG.
The LRA, Your Honor.
LRA, sorry. LRA.
Yes, Your Honor.
After the LRA, will recommend to you.
Endorse the case to the OSC.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Now, question of can an innocent can the lawyer or the counsel of that particular person, can he cite question of in good faith? And that remember the title was already transferred twice at our price.
I am not sure I understand the question, Your Honor. Do you mean, if I may be clarified, do you mean that when he bought this foreign national bought the title, he bought it in good faith? Is that
Yeah,
the-
because that is maybe one of the argument of the lawyer of that.
No, Your Honor, it's good faith in this case. If the foreign national, as a defense, is citing good faith, that he bought the property in good faith, even though he is a foreign national, that is not a defense, Your Honor.
No, but in the case of the original owner selling it to a foreign national.
Your Honor, the seller, not meaning he does not know that the buyer is a foreign national, Your Honor.
Yes. Whether you know or not.
If I may be clarified, Your Honor, do you mean by that such defense of good faith on the part of the seller, will it cure the defect?
Yeah, curing the defect.
I
Correct.
don't think so, Your Honor.
Okay.
Because it is clear that the foreign national cannot buy real
Yeah.
property, Your Honor, under the law.
Okay. That is your personal opinion, but that is not the position of the OSG. Tama po.
Your Honor, according to the paper given to me from our office, Your Honor, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you are referring to a subsequent sale by the foreign national to a Filipino citizen. So we are talking about 2 sales here, Your Honor, at least.
Correct.
So the subject property first is sold to a foreign national, that will not be valid.
Okay.
But later on, there is a subsequent sale by the foreign national to a Filipino citizen. Is this what you mean, Your Honor? It would appear from the paper I am holding, Your Honor.
Yeah, that is already one case, a different case.
Yes, Your Honor. And the question is, would the second sale be valid, Your Honor?
Correct.
That's the question. I am not sure if the position paper you made mention earlier, Your Honor, is the same position paper I have here that was given to me.
So
But-
please state the position of the OSG. That is the official position of OSG and signed by.
Your Honor, what I have at the moment is was submitted to our Solicitor General for submission. I don't know if this morning what you
Anyway-
have was already signed. Your
Anyway,
Honor.
please state na lang the position of
Yes.
OSG in your paper. May problema kasi ito eh.
Mr. Chair, while waiting, may I be allowed to interject with the Jermaine?
Oh, hindi, may annotation. Lagyan na ng annotation.
Break time ata, oh. Kasi hindi sila nag-uusap ng ano, pero naka-telecast eh. Live kasi.
Are you ready to answer, attorney?
Hindi pala live eh. Ba't ang tagal nila uusap, nagsasalita, nahinto. May nakita ko kasi nung mga kumakain, akala ko break time na naka-live, kaya nandun pa din yung camera. Pero, kaya may tanong pala.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please, kasi naghabol kami ng oras dito, no?
Oo, sayang yung oras, oh. Ang haba nung ilang minuto yun.
Yes, Your Honor.
And before you answer, please on the next hearing, he should be the one present, no? Unless the chairman will invite the head of office.
I would be honored, Your Honor, and I
You
would,
tell your principal
yes, Your
that
Honor.
you should be present in the next hearing. Kasi the other representative of your office, wala yan dito. Ang tinatanong ko, mas mabilisan ang sagutin kasi last time, ang sagot niya for picture. Now we have the documents coming from your office, signed by no other than the head of office, OSG Guevara.
I understand, Your Honor, but
Hindi dapat pati yun, yung Gibara, imbitahan din. No? Lahat dapat sila imbitahan dyan. Hindi yung pwedeng palagpasin natin to kasi dito nagsisimula ang pagkuha ng passport at pagbili ng mga foreigner, ng mga kalupaan natin. At syempre mababa ang benta natin, mataas yung value ng pera nila. Talagang lilimasin nila yung kung ano yung mabibili nila. Grabe. para saan pa, di ba? Grabe talaga tong PSA, no? Dapat talaga to, makulong talaga lahat ng mga gumagawa ng sindikato dyan. Kasi malaking pera rin yung nakukuha nila dyan pag foreigner, babayaran na isang birth certificate yan. 50 to 100,000 yan. Lalo na pagka mga big time na foreigner. Alam nila yan, lalo yung mga Chinese kasi alam nila na talaga maglalabas ng pera yan para yan, may gawin talagang kalokohan din dito sa atin, limasin yung pain natin sa pagbili nila.
If you would understand my predicament, I cannot tell my principal to tell me to appoint me, Your Honor. It is up to him to choose.
And then you tell him that it is the decision of this committee.
I believe the invitation
And
was sent
it's up to him.
to appoint.
Yeah, of course. But you have to tell him that for consistency of clarifications of and
Mali, hindi dapat padala ng sumpina, ganun lang yun eh. Pag hindi umaten, di warrant of arrest. Ganun lang yun. Ba't parang makikiusap pa yung congressman na papuntahin mo dito yung si ano, kailangan sabihin mo sa susunod na pagdinig na to, nandito siya, gano'n. Dapat hindi. Sabihan at padalan para formal. Na pag hindi siya dumalo at walang matibay na dahilan, bigyan ng may warrant of arrest na siya. Ganun lang yun eh.
sirs, dapat ikaw.
I will relay that message, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, if I may. Di ba tapos? I thought you're done.
Sige, attorney.
To answer the question, Your Honor, the OSG cited the case of the United Church Board of World Ministries versus Sebastian. This is government record number L.
Could you please speak closer to the mic?
Yes, the case of the United Church Board of World Ministries versus Sebastian. This is government record number L-34672, decided on 30 March 1988. This was a case of an alien resident who owned properties in the Philippines, devised to an American non-stock corporation. But subsequently, so the Supreme Court sustained the invalidity of such a legacy because they're foreigners. However, upon proof that ownership of the American corporation has passed on to a 100% Filipino corporation, the court ruled the defect in the will was rectified by the subsequent transfer of the property to a 100% owned Filipino-owned corporation. So the reason being, the constitutional prohibition would be inapplicable because the ban's purpose of limiting land ownership to Filipinos would have been achieved. So in this case, Your Honor, the land remained with Filipinos. It was not transferred to. So I believe your question, Your Honor, is why is it that subsequently the sale was recognized valid, or the transfer of ownership was recognized valid when in the beginning it was owned by a foreigner?
No, but to cut you, and that jurisprudence is separate yung United Church Board of World Ministries, tama po? Versus Sebastian, yun yung kinok
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
that jurisprudence can only be applied if there is an irregularity in the transaction. But in this case, there is a graph cases that was already filed. There is a collusion between the local government, the Chinese national supposedly claiming to own that land, and the former owner. Sinasabi mo kasi, quoting that position, kung regular. But this time, there is a pending case in the Ombudsman. There is also a pending investigation in the House that hindi pa lumalabas yung committee report namin. Pero ako, personally, my conclusion is there is a collusion between the title holder, which is a Filipino, sold to a foreign national, which is now fugitive, and then sold to the government of Mexico, Pampanga. There is the process or the transaction is irregular. So,
Your Honor, in such a case, I was not advised of the position of the office, Your Honor, and I know not of a Supreme Court decision that bears the same facts, and there being as yet no justiciable controversy, I will not dare to give an opinion of what the Supreme Court will say in this case, Your Honor.
so, Mr. Chairman, may we require the OSG to have an official opinion in the next hearing with regards to the issue that I raised?
Well, if that is possible, maybe we can ask the OSG to issue an opinion on the questions raised by Congressman Paduano. So,
Kasi Chairman, for the record, I have here now the answer of OSG dun sa committee ko. And ang pagkaintindi ko po, yung sagot nila is not favorable to the direction that we should have with regards to properties that should be reverted back to the government. Now, kasi ang ano ko nga, kaya ang tanong ko kanina, ang question of regularity, presumption of regularity,
Congress, yan ang madalas mong makikita no? Yeah, si Congressman Paduano ba to? At syempre si Dan Fernandez, yan, medyo okay sa akin dyan sa Congress, maraming nagagawa. Sila halos pag may hearing sa ganitong may committee, magkakasama sila palagi, no? Pero napakaraming congressman, no? Pero bakit iilan lang ang makikita mo rito, no? Yan, si Congressman Ako, Dan Fernandez, Paduano, yan, ang pinaka-committee ngayon dyan, si Congressman Barbers, di ba? So, sino pa ba yung mga nandyan? Parang ilan lang sila, samantalang napakarami niyan, congressman.
pwede. But dito kasi, it is already established that, well in fact, sabi ko na may pending case sa ombudsman. Now, ang hinahabol natin dito is the property. Kasi there is already one property owned by Mr. Eddie Yang, sabi ko na, which is a fugitive, a foreign national, which was sold to a Filipino in the person of Rodingo. But this Rodingo is still, it has to be established if indeed he's a Filipino. Diba? Kung ganyan yung opinion ng OSG, talong-talo dito yung gobyerno. Talong-talo dito yung mamamayan.
Mr. Chair.
with the indulgence of Congressman Paduano, Congressman Akop, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I know if the buyer of the property at issue is also a Filipino? Have we established that? RD, Register of Deed. Are you sure that Mr. Rodingo is a Filipino?
Well, based on the record submitted, Your Honor, he represented that he was a Filipino.
Yun na yung tinatanong ko kasi if you look at the rationale of the opinion of the Solicitor General representative, even so long as the land at issue is transferred to a Filipino, the mistakes are cured. Di po ba, Mr. Solicitor General, that is your opinion? Pursuant to that decision of
It will
the...
appear from the decision of the
Yes.
Supreme Court, Your Honor.
Yes. So, matanong ko, yung si Mr. Rodingo, Filipino, and from the records you said, Madam, na Filipino siya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, may I ask who among the agencies of government would determine whether Mr. Rodingo is a Filipino or not? Kasi kung hindi siya Filipino, hindi applicable yung decision ng Supreme Court. So we have to know first whether the buyer is truly a Filipino citizen.
So who would have the records of, I'm sure the PSA would have the copy of the birth certificate of Mr. Rudy Ngo. Yes, Bureau of Immigration.
Mr. Chair, based on the records of the Bureau of Immigration, Rudingo used a Philippine passport since he started his travel and up to his last arrival on 27 April 2024. He has consistently been using a Philippine passport.
But would that guarantee that he's a Filipino citizen?
No, Your Honor. We can only guarantee that he used a Philippine passport during his
Yes, that
travel.
is why I asked that question.
Yes, sir.
Kaya, which agency of government can definitely say that Mr. Rodingo is a Filipino? Kasi yun ang dapat ma-establish natin before the Solicitor General.
PSA lang. Nasa kanila yung birth certificate. Talagang Pilipino yan. Diba? Kaya PSA dapat talaga ang dikdikin talaga dyan. Matinding dikdikan dyan. Kasi talagang meron sindikato dyan. Dati pa yan. Naririnig ko na nga rin dati pa yan. So, ngayon lang yan naglabasan. Kasi nga, talagang dahil nga dito kay Mayor Alice Go, na pinapalabas niya talaga na Pilipino siya, pinaninindigan niya Pilipino siya. Kasi, nakabili siya ng mga properties niya at ginamit ng Pogo nga, kaya nga nasangkot yung pangalan niya, siya nagmamay-ari. So, kung talagang makikita mo, Chinese talaga siya eh. Kaya nga itong PSA, talagang merong kinalaman dun yan at dapat ito, talagang mapalabas nila kung sino yung mga yan, no? Yun lang yan, direct to the point lang. PSA lang yung punot dulo dyan. Yan lang naman makakakuha ng passport eh. Pagka meron kang birth certificate, diba, na kahit foreigner ka, ayun nga nangyari.
Can use or anchor his answers in the decision of the Supreme Court. Di ba?
Yeah, because I agree with Congressman Ako, because in these personalities that we have stated earlier, there were misrepresentations. They are
Mr. Chairman,
Chinese,
Mr.
but
Chair-
they are claiming to be Pinoys.
Sir
or
Chair,
Filipinos.
may I move that we invite this Rudy? Because I think this will follow a bad precedent if ever that we allow, if ever that this guy is a Chinese citizen and bought the property from a Chinese citizen as well, pinaiikot lamang tayo ng mga to. So, let's invite this Rudy Ngo, Chairman.
Chairman.
Okay, with the indulgence of Congressman Akop. Congressman Akop has the floor. Please continue, Congressman Akop.
PSA, can you submit the records that you have pertaining to a certain Mr. Rodingo?
Yes, Your Honor. We will submit the document.
Yes.
Ako edit na naman yan. Dapat yung nandun sa data analyst, i-ano yun. At paano ba? Kasi kailangan makita rin yung record dun. No? Parang bibigyan lang ng record, edit, tapos Xerox, pa-print, tapos dadalhin dyan, tapos babalik na lang ulit sa ganun. Wala talaga, pagka talagang gustong gumawa ng pera, no? Pero dapat talaga mismong parang executive session, pero sila pupunta sa mga machine ng ng PSA dun mismo sa opisina, no? Para nakikita talaga kung ano yung mga record dun actual, no? Magdala lang ng camera, ganun. Parang raid ba?
Para makita natin kasi parang kayo lang ang makapagsasabi kung Pilipino siya o hindi eh.
Yes, Your Honor. We submit.
Yes.
Okay.
Wala, dapat ganun nga. Dapat raid yan, yung pupuntahan nila, personal, dun talaga sa opisina ng PSA at kung saan ba ginagawa yung mga pagkukuha ng birth certificate, paano ba sila nag-print yan, paano ba nilalabas yan. Dapat yung proseso na yun. Kasi kung hihingi lang ng copy yan, napakadali sa kanila yun, i-delete lang nila yun o i-edit nila. Tapos ganun lang, no?
Thank you, Chairman.
Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Chairman. Anyway, last one to Chairman. Kasi ito, in the case of Willie Ong, Chairman, ito nangyari na kay Edith Yang. Solgen, please. Ito nangyari kay Edith Yang, which is also an associate of Willie Ong, doon sa Empire 999. Now, there are properties now. Well, in fact, if the chair will allow me to discuss later all the properties of and Bank Ong, there is an exigency to act on it. Kasi baka ang kaso na nangyari kay Eddie Yang, mangyari din. Properties of Willie Ong as of now has not yet been sold. Now, LRA, I think you have to act on it. You recommend to OSG to have an adverse claim dun sa lahat na property ni Willie Ong.
Your Honor, we will follow up on our request to the OSG on this matter.
When
I get back to the office, Your Honor.
Please,
Yes,
ganon din po kay Eddie Yang. Kasi Eddie Yang was already established that he is a Chinese citizen using Chinese passport. And that passport he's holding, a Filipino passport, he's not using it for the past several years. BID na mismo ang nagbigay ng record. Now we are not doing something about it. And this is the interest of this country and the people of this country. Matagal na to, isang taon na to eh. Sumalubong lang tong hearing ni Chairman Barbers because of the drug. And I hope OSG, gawan nyo ng paraan. Hindi pwede to. Well, in fact, kaya nga, gusto ko sana si Guevara na mismo nandito eh. He was present yesterday doon sa EJK. Tinanong ko rin siya. But now, I think, Chairman, kasi iba yung opinion niya eh. Pinirmahan niya. Kaya ang sinasabi ko, question of presumption of regularity. Okay yun. Pero in this case, may case sa ombudsman. Magkaiba to. Well, in fact, the mayor of Mexico, Pampanga, was already dismissed twice. Wala. Sorry, Chairman, napaka-emotional ko, pero parang walang ginagawa yung mga agencies natin to help us. This is
Correct. Talagang walang ginagawa, kundi papasok lang yan, magta-time card, kukuha ng sahod, pag kami pagkakaperahan ganyang idudulog sa kanila, gagawa ng pera, ganun lang ginagawa ng mga yan. Walang concern yan sa bansa natin, kundi ang concern nila sa mga pansariling bulsa nila. Totoo yan, lahat ng ahensya nila, lahat ko na. Sigurado yan, no?
This is not only an inquiry in aid of legislation. This is also part of our oversight function. How this agency perform their mandate. Kaya, LRA, please.
Yes, Your Honor, we commit to follow up. When I get
Dalawa
back,
po yun. The properties of Willie Ong and the properties of Edith Yang.
yes, sir.
And baka yung iba to follow na yun. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I would like to agree with Congressman Paduano, Chairman Paduano, kasi established na naman natin eh. Nandiyan ang SEC, tapos si Willie Ong, hindi naman Filipino, Chinese, 45% siya. Si Jack Yang, hindi rin Filipino, 5% siya. Si Eddie Yang, 5%, 55% sila in violation of the 60-40 ruling of owning the properties. And I think it is incumbent upon the sa OSG. Attorney, makinig ka naman. That mag-ano kayo ng adverse claim na dito para mahabol natin tong mga taong ito na binili yung ating mga properties knowingly na hindi naman sila mga Pilipinos. Hindi ba nakikita na ang nangyayari po dito ay nagiging province na tayo ng China? Sa dami ng mga properties na binibili nila, 292 titles, dito pa lamang sa Empire 999, wala pa yung Golden Sun, wala pa yung Poolwin, wala pa yung Yata Industrial Park, Yata International, Omni. Ano pa yung hindi namin alam? Ano magiging natin dito? Magiging
Iba, no? Grabe ahensya natin, no? Lalo na yan, PSA. Sa kanila nagsimula lahat yan. Kung paano nagkaroon ng mga properties, yung mga foreigner na yon. Kadalasan pa in check. Puta, may May ano tayo dyan, may threat tayo sa China. Di ba? Eh talagang province na tayo ng China, tapos ginagapang pa tayo nila. Wala. Kawawa yung tao sa Pilipinas, no? Yung mga tao sa ahensya nating mga nilalagay. Dapat talaga yung kulong, yung mga yan, at hindi lang basta kulong, matagal na kulong yan. Dapat yan, mga 10 to 20 years yan ikulong. Pagka may mga ganyang korupsyon, tapos parang binibenta yung bansa natin, o kahit saang ahensya, basta may korupsyon.
Parte na tayo ng China. Alam niyo ba yun? Yun ang repercussion dito and we have to do something about it. And Attorney Suwa, kanina may binanggit ka, so yung Bernice, ang napangasawa si Dennis Tam. Is that right?
Denise is the sister of Bernice, Your Honor.
O, sino yung napangasawa niya na sinasabi ng Pilipino?
The name there is Tan. I do not have the details.
So anong pangalan? Ang napangasawa ka mo, kaya siya na-legitimize as a Filipino because she married a Filipino husband.
Yes, Your Honor.
How sure are we that he is also a Filipino? He's really a Filipino.
Not in a position.
Ayun. Same situation kung kay Rudy Ngo. Hindi rin natin alam. Hindi nyo napapansin? Ngo, Hong, si, Yang, An, Ni, Ting, lahat Chinese na. Invading na to. Invasion na pinagagawa natin dito. Attorney, so we hope that you, together with Secretary Gibara, you discuss this truthfully, honestly, and with the love of the country. Kasi ibang sitwasyon na itong pinag-uusapan natin dito. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I think it is a record that the Solicitor General's office have been consistently acting on the endorsements of the LRA since 1901, Your Honor. So
Inconsistently?
as soon as the LRA endorses this case,
Attorney, with your indulgence, inconsistently?
consistently.
Consistently. Don't be a part of those people who are trying to sell our country. We have new makapilis. And trying to sell the authentic identity of the Filipinos. Yun ang nangyayari sa atin. We are selling the identity of the Filipinos for a cheap price. PSA, you need to reform. Kitang-kita na namin dito sa kongresong ito, sa committee na to, kung sino ang nagbebenta ng prescribed identity of the Filipinos. Kakaunti pa lang itong pinag-uusapan natin. We don't know yet. If we will be able to find out the database of that Ulysses, we will be able to find out ilan ang nagbenta ng identity ng mga Pilipino.
Thank you, Your Honor. OSG, ang sabi lang naman ni Honorable Paduano, kung meron pa tayong pwedeng gawin na paraan na legal, in spite of the fact na merong ruling ang Korte Suprema, ang sinasabi lang naman ng Korte Suprema it solved yung problem of constitutionality. Di ba? But are we bereft of any legal actions doon sa mga transactions na hindi tama?
There are remedies.
Yes, yun nga yung tinatanong ni Honorable Paduano kanina.
Yes.
Kaya tuloy, nasasabi na wala kayong ginagawa Pero, di ba?
Your Honor, I agree with what you're saying, but if you notice, I wanted to be clarified before answering the question. If the question was pertaining to this in particular, and if he's referring to, because he's saying that the Solicitor General already had issued an opinion, and then this is the opinion that he is quoting. But there are remedies, Your Honor, as I mentioned earlier, for example, reversion.
Yeah.
So the cancellation of the title issued to a foreign national, Your Honor.
Or as the Honorable Fernandez stated, can the state not file an adverse claim? O yun ang sinabi, narinig mo naman si Honorable Fernandez.
It would be a reversion, Your Honor, is our position. That the property that was the titled property, titled to a foreign national, that should be cancelled and the ownership would revert to the state.
To the state. Okay.
Okay yun. Pagka yun ang ginawa niya talaga, ika-cancel yung mga properties ng mga bumili na yun na napatunayan na hindi sila Pilipino. 'Di ba? Napakarami niyan eh. So, cancel talaga yung properties na yan at dapat nga may kaso yun, 'di ba? Kasi puro yung Chinese ka, niloko mo kami. 'Di ba? Parang pandaraya mo sa bansa namin yun, nagdayuhan pa. So dapat yung kumpiska, atin na yun. Wala na siyang ano doon, kahit billions pang nilabas niyang pera doon, no? So sana may ganun, no? Sana ganun para at least madala yung mga gagawa ng ganyan na mga foreigner. At yun nga lang, kahit naman may gumawa ng mga foreigner na ganyan, madlang netizen, nasa sa atin talaga ang problema kung papayag tayo, especially diyan nga sa PSA. Diba? Dapat talaga diyang kulong. Kasi bagong makapili ang ginawa nila sa bansa natin, magkaroon lang sila ng kaunting pera sa bulsa, ibinenta na nila yung bansa natin. Kagaya niyan, di ba nga, sinasabi ko na merong threat sa atin ng China, mabilis tayong mai-invade yan. Kasi lahat sila dito, yung mga Chinese na nagpapakilala na Pilipino. Diba? Lahat pwede na nilang kunin. Lisensya ng baril. Diba? Passport, identification, national ID, lalo na yung mga gun license, mga baril. Baka sariling mga armas pa natin ang talagang mag-i-invade sa atin para patayin tayo, di ba? Gamitin sa atin. Sana talaga naman lahat ng ahensya, no? Sa ngayon kasi etong PSA ang lumutang, pero marami na rin ganyang usapin dati na nasasangkot, di ba? So dapat talaga lahat ng ahensya bantayan. At sana para sa akin ilabas talaga yung death penalty para sa mga korupsyon, no? Kasi corruption 'yan eh, kaya nagkakaroon ng ganyan eh, no? So pagka meron kang kinurap at nagtatrabaho ka sa gobyerno, government employee ka, at napatunayan ka nag-corrupt ng 100,000 pataas ang nakurap mo, ditay ka dapat, no? At kung 100,000 naman pababa ang nakurap mo, automatic kulong ka ng 20 years. Ewan ko na lang kung may magkurap pa at mangurakot pa sa mga ahensya na yan sa bansa natin. At yung malilikom natin, kasi pagka walang korupsyon, napakaraming pondo eh, no? Yung pondo na yan, maraming pwedeng pagdalhan yan, no? Pabahay ng mga tao sa Pilipinas. Maraming walang pabahay, di ba? Tapos yung mga kalsada natin, dagdagan, mga tunnel, at bumili tayo ng mga pandigmang kagamitan natin, lalo na yung mga warship natin, no? Mga barko, PCG, di ba? Kasi yan tayo kulang, di ba? Tapos i-drill na rin yung langis. Tapos parang napakadali isipin, no? Yung mga pwede nating agad gawin, dapat ginagawa na ng gobyerno yan, no? Dapat ilabas ang death penalty para sa mga korupsyon, mga drug lord, hindi yung mga user lang, no? At saka yung mga pumapatay, di ba? Ganun. So, yun lang po, madlang netizen at napakahaba na nito, pero importante naman dapat talaga itong panoorin at ito, idagdag kaalaman para sa atin, para sa security din natin to sa buong Pilipino at sa buong Pilipinas, di ba? Para hindi tayo basta-basta napapasok ng kung sino-sino lang, mga komunista na yan. Ayun na po, madlang netizen, at maraming salamat po kung pinanood nyo po itong napakahaba na at dagdag kaalaman po natin to para sa seguridad po natin talaga. At ito po muli, si Pio Paeng ang nagsasabing, life is short, be happy, and world peace.